Hey Libra, this is your June 2019, well, mid-June love reading. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus, of course. We're talking love today. And cross-watchers. This is for cross-watchers too. Ain't no shame in that cross-watching game. Okay, Libra. Quick disclaimer. It is the thick of winter here. I have a terrible cold, along with a chest infection. I will try my hardest not to blow your eardrums out and cough while I'm giving you your reading. Next disclaimer, I talk super fast at times during my readings because I have quite a large spirit team, and sometimes when they come in, they're all talking at once and I have to speak super quick to be able to hear their messages. Otherwise, they go in one ear and out the other, and I lose them if I don't channel them super, super quickly. Okay, this is obviously a general reading, Libra. I could not, under any circumstances, read every single one of you all in one go. So take what resonates and let the rest go if it doesn't. What are you doing here, cards? Also, check out your other signs if you need to. Especially when it comes to love, you can always check out your Venus sign. Okay, so I'm doing things a little differently today. My guides want me to get a little more organized. I have just about every planet in Sagittarius in my chart. And while I'm an ideas man, the finer details do tend to skip me sometimes. So we have a spread that we're going to do today. And I'm actually excited to do Libra because Libra rising is probably one of the only things in my chart that isn't Sagittarius. So this works for me too. Okay, so first off, we have something to be aware of. Your love life, general advice, what next, what now, how you feel about the person that you're watching this for, and how this person feels about you. Okay, Libra. Oh, Libra, your love life right now, we have Three of Swords. Darling, there is heartache going on right now. There is breakups, there is separation, there are fighting among couples. This is hard. This is a really hard time now. I know why you're here today. You're wanting to know what in the heck is going on, what is going to happen, how is this going to look moving forward. Weirdly, in the what now though, in your life, 10 of Discs, like you have completion in a sense. And this is a Virgo energy, so you may be dealing with a Virgo. But it's like you have everything's sort of okay, except for where you want it to be, except for in your love life. Your general advice is the Six of Wands. I feel there's a lot of, I'm feeling confused reading you, and generally when that happens to me, it's because the people I'm reading for are feeling confused in their life. What I'm getting from this, your love life section with this Three of Swords, which is also Libra energy, by the way. Do I go back to this person? Do I keep following this cycle with this person? Are they my person? I also feel like there might be someone else hanging around that is making you question whether this person is your person. Like, I feel like for the longest time, this person was your person. There was no doubt about it. But something's come up recently that's making you wonder about this. Four of Pentacles. This wondering isn't something that you're talking about with anybody. This is something you're keeping close to your chest. In fact, I don't think you're even comfortable thinking it. You are holding your cards tight and you're holding your emotions tight. You're not wanting to share this. I feel like everything blew up, and when it all blew up, your wall went up. That's definitely the energy I'm getting from this. Okay, I'm going to get one more card to clarify this Three of Swords. I feel like there's people are separating physical stuff. There is a very particular group that this message is coming through, but it's something about arguing over who owns a computer. That's really odd. Sure, if you're watching this and this is for you, that'll make sense. Or who's spending more time on it? And I'm also getting a sense of like two people looking at their phones and at the very same time blaming each other for paying attention to their phones and not paying attention to the other person in front of them. Okay. So along with this Three of Swords, the King of Pentacles come up. And I feel like in this situation with this fighting and everything going on, you've lost your sense of stability. Like your whole core has been rocked. The World's come up, and this is coming up in a lot of people's readings this month. There's a lot of cycles where all ending and cutting off, and especially with this Sagittarius moon coming in, it's shifting. We're all moving towards a shift, so sometimes the universe has to come in and shake stuff up for us. I'm also seeing Taurus and Leo energy here, so okay. We're going to move on to what's going on now with this Ten of Discs, which is a weird card to pop up, considering... Okay, that makes more sense. We have a clarifier. So it goes back to that stability, that core being shaken for you, Libra. It's like everything I knew that was no longer is, and everything I thought made sense in my world no longer does. It's like up is down. It's like backwards day. That's what I'm feeling. It's backwards day, opposite day. Nothing makes any sense to you anymore. But it hasn't really changed that much. I think your perception on everything has changed a lot. Some of you are in the process of building a house, or you've gone to look at show homes to build a home. I feel like some of you have been really working towards a future with someone, and that suddenly ended. Like and it makes no sense to you. You thought you had your 10 of Cups, and now that person is walking away, and you can't understand why they're walking away because it just doesn't make any sense. And that's what I was getting at the start of this reading. Nothing makes any sense. Everything's very confusing. I feel like you've got no closure for a situation. This could have happened in the past, or this could be recent for you, or this could be something that you're holding on to that you can't move past because you haven't had that closure. Okay. We're going to go into the what's coming next from this point. You could be dealing with an Aries. I'm feeling gossip as well. Like, I feel like whatever the situation is, you don't even know the whole story, but everyone else seems to be talking about it. They don't know the story, but they seem to be just filling in the blanks. And I feel like you're almost uncomfortable that other people know your business and you don't know your business. I'm feeling frustrated for you, Libra. I really am. And I'm sorry if this is a sort of alienating a group of, like a massive group of people, because this is very specific, but this message wants to come through. Okay. What's coming is you're about to sit on your throne. You are not going to move off it. You're going to stand or sit your ground. The energy with this is Wands. This is a very fiery, I'm not taking this energy. And it's coming up with the Three of Discs. You're going to start to come into alignment with yourself, whether you know truth or don't know truth. This could be in a relationship that's just very rocky right now, but you are about to lay down the law, is what I'm hearing, of what you will and won't put up with. I feel like the person you're dealing with isn't taking what you're saying seriously, and you're not being petty is what I'm hearing. You're actually asking questions that you have the right to be answered. Okay, the Emperor and the Empress both came up in reverse. Everything is on its head right now for you, for Libra. Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo, because Virgo keeps wanting to come out of my mouth. The Emperor and the Empress is you and your counterpart, whether it be divine, whether it be karmic, whatever you're dealing with right now, you both are on your head. Nothing is making any sense. It is upside down day. It just doesn't make sense to you. Something to be aware of is the Princess of Cups. Make sure that anything you're entering into, and this is especially for singles, make sure anything you're entering into, that the person is emotionally mature. They've got a cup, they've got feelings, they've got everything that goes on. But you want to know that they know how to handle it. You don't want to be stuck parenting anybody. And I feel like in the past you have parented someone and you don't want to fall into that same pattern of doing it again. I'm getting this sense of frustration, like I am not your parent and you're wanting someone to sort of come up and meet you on your level. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Once again, you could be dealing with an earth sign. Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. That just slipped my mind for a second. But the nine of Pentacles for me is she's the woman that's got everything except love. Like she has everything going for her except the one thing she really wants. She does have this little hawk on her arm and the hawk's blinded. So what I get a sense of, and whenever I see this card, I get a sense of she just wants to set this bird free. They're not meeting her needs, so to speak, and if they can figure that out on their own and come back to her and meet her at her level, like the Queen of Pentacles, she does not fuck around. She is not immature. She's not a Princess of Cups. And you, Virgo, is what I'm saying. Be this male or female, this is interchangeable. Emotionally, you're at a very mature level and you're wanting someone to meet you in that place. It may be time for you to let your bird free and see if they can work this stuff out on their own. Now, how do they feel about you? Justice. More Libra energy. They're wanting things to be fair, but they don't know how to come at you fair. They want to fight for you, for this relationship. They want to fight to come back. They want to come back with an apology, and I feel like this is just something to be aware of. I feel like they're going to come back into your world with an apology, but I don't think like they've really learned their lesson. So if this is someone in separation, or if this is someone coming back in from your past, question them. Like give them a little job interview. Subtly, of course, but check where they're really at. I feel like some people can put on a good show, but they don't really have the goods to back it up. Make sure they've got the goods to back it up. Make sure they've got some junk in their trunk, and figuratively or literally, if that's your thing. Okay, so with this Justice card, she's hung in mid-air. So she's sort of in limbo at the moment. This person feels in limbo and they feel like you feel like they're limbo. They're aware of their shortcomings. They really are. Will they do the work to fix it? Let's get a clarifier on that. They're chasing their tail right now. They're going around in circles. Instead of looking at what the problem is, they're looking externally to see who they can blame for the problem. This really is this Princess of Cups. I feel like you've been dealing with someone who's very emotionally immature. And when I look over at your feelings towards them, it's the Prince of Discs. First of all, Taurus energy. Second of all, you feel like they've got growing to do. And you're almost sick of waiting for them to do it. The anxiety cards come up. This is them. They're anxious that they're not going to be able to meet you at your level, but they're not actually doing anything about it. They're going to start setting goals. They're going to start working towards them. But right now they're doing a lot of reflection, just looking, no action. And I feel like Virgo, what? I keep saying Virgo. I think you're dealing with a Virgo, Libra. I've just lost my train of thought. Where were we at? All talk and no action. And I'm getting very clearly, I'm not accepting apologies this year. I'm accepting actions. Okay, so general advice. After the battle, I feel like you're sort of coming into the calm because you're getting space to have your own thoughts. They are going to contact you very soon. You might be reaching out to someone as well. There is going to be fresh contact. This could also be a conversation if you are in a relationship. All these readings are very similar. I think the planets, there's so many planets going into retrograde. We've got a lot in retrograde right now. Mercury, is in pre-retrograde. Neptune is in pre-retrograde. We have a lot going on, and I think as a collective, we're really feeling it. Lean on one another because we're all sort of going through it. Now, with this as the Hierophant, the general advice is to keep your eyes open. A lot of people are going to be coming to you with information, with advice. The Hermit card is also turned up. This is time for self-love. There's a lot of energy up here. There is a lot of energy, Libra, and I almost feel like you're just exhausted. The Knight of Swords has come up. Be weary, be really weary of just being baited. I feel like you're going to be baited. If you don't give the attention they want, they're going to bait you. And they're going to know exactly which buttons to push to get you to react. I'm getting that during this self-love and this time, you're going to be taking a new path. I feel like it's a physical path. Like you're going to change the way you look. You may have started a new diet. You're starting to, or you will by the end of the month, be feeling really good about yourself. This full moon is going to shift you energetically. Okay, I want to pull a card for singles. Let your friendships help, or let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Now, maybe you, so you have a friend, or you have some friends that have friends that may be able to set you up with someone. That they may not physically do it themselves, but if your friends are going out in a group, I suggest you tag along. Make sure you are looking fly when you do. There may be someone in this group that is your person, or that you may just enjoy their company. You may be friends with your friends and have benefits, if that makes sense. Now, I want to pull a card for couples. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Now, this doesn't have to mean physically. This can mean I am going for a time out. Do not come and talk to me. Give me time to calm down. I think this is knowing your boundaries when you are feeling fired up, Libra. I feel like you don't get angry very often, but when you do, you like flip a switch. And unless you're given time to calm down, it is going to get quite feisty. So I think this is something you can communicate with your partner before it gets to that point. Look, dude, when I get into this point where I'm that angry, it's because you've pushed it too far. Give me some time to calm down. For others, it is an actual separation. I feel like for a lot of the ones that will go into an actual separation, that this is a twin flame situation. So this is part of the cycle, not to fret and to maybe look in and get guidance from other twin flames. Maybe find twin flame groups on Facebook, watch twin flame videos, while it won't stop the pain, while it won't stop the overwhelming hurt, understanding the cycle and getting to know why this happens will really help soothe you, and knowing what to do during separation will really help soothe you as well. Couples who are in separation, or for people waiting for someone to come back, or for those of you that feel the energy from someone who you may think may be coming back. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So for the people that are feeling someone come back in, it's because you're feeling someone come back in. You are not going crazy. It is your intuition speaking to you. It is heightened at the moment with this full moon in Sagittarius, and the reason you're feeling them is because they're thinking about you, and that is how your abilities work, and this is where your abilities are going. If you're feeling that person strongly, and it's not just a passing thought, and the thought didn't come from something you've seen, it's because you're actually feeling them think about you. Okay, I'm going to pull one more as a collective for Libra. Okay. Oh, Libra. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So there is a group of you who are just happy, who are in their honeymoon phase. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. And I hope none of this comes your way anytime soon. You may have already gone through this and now you're just enjoying and reaping the rewards, which is great for all the other people who are going through this, because your rewards are coming soon too. So trust in that, Libra. If this resonated for you, hit the like button. I will see you all again soon. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, didn't cough once through this, so I'm sure all the other signs will be jealous, the ones that had to hear me hacking. And I love you all. Mwah.